Ike Frasier Industries presents Another Vinyl Show with Ike Frasier. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Ike Frasier. We got a video today about the Beatles' last official concert, August 29th, 1966 at Candlestick Park. Tony Barrow, the Beatles' assistant, made a tape of the show for Paul McCartney, made a tape for himself, locked it away, and somehow a bootleg still came out of the show. It's not very high quality, but you can hear how loud the screams are. And when we get to the concert footage in this video, you might want to cover your ears up because there are some Beatles screams. But the last ever official Beatles concert that they sold tickets to, August 29th, 1966 at Candlestick Park. Enjoy the video. We got some new subscribers this week. I really appreciate all of you watching the videos, liking the videos, commenting, subscribing. That really helps us out and I really appreciate it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Until the next time, it's your old pal Ike Frasier. We'll see you soon. In late June of 1966, the Beatles put the finishing touches on Revolver before they head to Germany for their first shows there since 1962. Then it's off to Japan to play at the world-famous Budokan, and this causes controversy because some of the citizens believe that the Beatles should not be playing at such a sacred hall. Then it's off to the disastrous shows in the Philippines under the Marcos, where the Beatles play to some Woodstock-sized crowd. Finally, Revolver is released on August 8, 1966, and the Beatles head out for their American shows with Brian Epstein and Mal Evans and Neil Aspinall. And the tour is going to start in Chicago. And this is the tour book from the 66 tour right there. And the final show, of course, as we all know, will be at Candlestick Park on August 29th, 1966. And here's a couple of the show posters that are pretty cool. Especially that one right there is famous. Now, tickets were $6.50 for the horseshoe and the lower deck, and $4.50 for the upper deck. Seems like a really great deal. There are 42,500 tickets available to fill up this stadium. Now the Beatles get there and they're going to go backstage, but they've brought their opening acts to start. And these guys, they really have a bunch of great bands. The Remains, who are just starting out and have an East Coast hit with Diddy Wah Diddy. And Captain Beefheart has a hit with that on the West Coast. So this is the red vinyl promo and the stock copy of Diddy Wah Diddy. Unfortunately, their album did not come out until after the Beatles tour. Also, they had with them Bobby Herb, who would have a #2 pop single that summer with Sonny. And that was a really great addition to the Beatles show because it shows that the Beatles believe in integration for sure. Now, Brian Epstein had another band with him, and that was The Circle, his new band that had a hit with Red Rubber Ball, written by Paul Simon. At the Beatles' personal request, the Ronettes were there. And of course, everybody loves the Ronettes, and especially the Beatles had a long relationship with them. But Phil Spector decided, I'm not letting Ronnie go out on this tour with the Beatles. So Ronnie had to stay home at Phil Spector's house, and they sent out their cousin instead, Elaine Mays. And she was glad to go on this tour because, as you see right here, she seems to be having a lot of fun with Paul McCartney. And the Ronettes had played in 1966 in New York City with a new guitar player, and he didn't last with them long, but it was a young Jimi Hendrix. With just 25,000 tickets sold out of 42,500 tickets, the promoters were very disappointed, and this, of course, caused the press to say, oh, is the Beatles' career over? They're selling half houses now. And controversy everywhere on this tour, so that by the time the Beatles are getting on stage, they only allow one photographer to be with them, the legendary Jim Marshall. And he takes some fantastic pictures of the Beatles. Joan Baez drops by to be backstage with her sisters and visits the Beatles before their final ever concert, which they all know is their final concert because Paul has finally agreed that the touring has got to stop. the Beatles were paid $90,000 for their performance, and here is the set list from their last official concert. The only new song being Paperback Writer. Here we see Mal and Joan at the end of the show. That's a really sweet picture. And unfortunately, Jim Marshall, this legendary photographer, you can go see some of his pictures at his studio, Jim Marshall there. He passed away March 24th, 2010, God bless him. And he took some great photos. But what are the values of some items related to this? Well, a ticket from the upper stand sold for an incredible $750. And there are a lot of fakes out there, so you better be careful when you're getting those. The tour books normally sell for around $20 to $40. If you get one in really good condition, they can go for more though. And an incredible signed baseball at Candlestick Park by all four Beatles went on for auction, and it went for an incredible $75,000. Thanks, everybody.